when last we left, you had your detainee had been detained and taken to a scary, spooky place. Yes, and I don't know if the group was going to try and facilitate some kind of double take back.
I was not, since as far as I know, the paperwork is okay.
Wait, what was that? So Brad's not. What was Al thinking?
I just said double tap, no takes his backsies.
Oh, okay. All right. No takes his back. Very, very important. Very important. Very important. So Brad votes not.
I offered to fly above them if we wanted to.
Track them.
Yeah.
Don't fly above them, because I'm pretty sure they have some type of surveillance.
By the way, I figured out your out of combat fly speed. It's bonkers. So that fly speed was only
more than
in
35
combat.
miles an hour.
Oh yeah. Where did I put you? Let's see.
I'll be in a
Pull up
corner
your-
somewhere.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time, and you probably deserve it.
True.
Pull up your character.
No, it's standing in the corner.
I do all the time. So your power is 2, your con is 6. You fly 300 kilometers an hour.
Good God.
What is that in real words?
I don't
Is
know.
that
Can you
American?
give that an American?
An American.
That's in combat flight, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you imagine if that was
Not
combat?
bad.
186 miles per hour. There we go. We got it in American.
Zoom zoom. So yeah, so
Jesus.
you can scoot.
I'm scooting. It's a boot scooting boogie.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'm still faster.
But you are, ground based. So as the
True.
crow flies,
If he flies out over the ocean, I can't follow him for the time being.
Yeah.
Can I buy that as an enhancement running on water?
I think you can. Let me check the player's guide. I think it's in the player's guide. So I'll look into that. Speedsters, they're the worst. So
No, time travelers are the worst.
no comment. Yes, they are.
No comment. Yes, they are.
Yes, that's my no comment. Yes, they are. Excuse me. You got a little the hacking plague. So are you gonna fly and follow? What's the
I
plan?
offered it to them. It's basically up to. I think I just kind of threw it out there. It's like, hey, I can go do this if y'all want me to. Like,
Did we know the location that he was being held at anyway? Like the building?
Yeah.
We know
Oh, yeah, I
the
found it.
location. We know the interior. I'm reluctant to, break a criminal suspect out of what appears to be legal FBI detention, particularly since it's a secret government conspiracy to deal with people like us.
I mean,
Why don't
what man's
we-
conspiracy?
Why don't we rendezvous at a secure location, and maybe Sage can hack in again and see if they're actually, interrogating him or something. I mean, if they're torturing him, then we'll.
I ran
see
out
what
of
we can do.
camera footage in there. I do know that.
Yeah, there were only 2 cameras. There's one in the foyer and there's one in on the back door. So you can't see the actual interior. You can get a layout from building plans, or at least as far as you know what the layout is, if the building plans are correct. So
I'll step in. Quick question. forgive me if I'm thinking a bit too much in movie themes and terms, but would it be possible to get a map of the sewers underneath this location?
Yeah, I'm sure it is. It's New York. We have maps of places one giant sewer.
Yeah.
Right, or maybe even possibly transport tunnels in that locale that might be heretofore unused.
Yeah, we'll get back and do some searching on that. Let's be back up at my office.
I thought we were at the police station.
Okay, then let's go upstairs to my office.
Let's do that then.
We all squeeze into the tiny office. Sorry, I just imagine it's a squeeze with Benny in there.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying, I feel like Benny feels like he's a broad guy, you know?
He is a broad guy. You calling Benny a broad?
Only if he likes it.
I haven't understood one thing this guy said the whole time. I mean, but he sounds smart. You know what I mean?
Okay,
It's the
so
glasses.
whose office? I got distracted for a split second. Whose office are you
Brad.
all?
Mine.
Okay, Brad's office. Okay. Yeah, no, you got. I mean, you've got. It's not a big office, but it'll hold some people. Some of you might have to stand. Some of you might have to stand uncomfortably close.
I'll hover in the corner if need be.
Yeah.
Don't stand.
Flat
Yikes.
stuff against the ceiling.
All right, so you're all going to the office, and what's the plan? Close the door and plot amongst yourselves.
Yeah, we'll talk about what we know and see what more information we can get.
Okay, so are you looking? You're looking for sewer plans?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Also, by the way, you were not here Thursday for the brief discussion. Did they bring you up to speed, Alan?
No.
So after much debate and soul searching, we are going to go with mega attributes or auto successes.
Okay.
And since we can't find a system that will handle sevens, everybody's just going to get a natural 9 again.
On everything?
On
Or
everything.
just everything?
Everything. Yeah, everything. Just everything.
Oh, okay.
And that it's not quite the same math for sevens, but it gives you a
That's
little
more
bit more
typing
of
to
a.
do.
Yeah, well, I can only do so much. I know Benny has a hard time with letters and numbers and thought, but I'm sure he'll pull through. So yeah. All right. So who's gonna look for the maps? Sage?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. You're gonna let Sage get access to your computer? Brad?
I'm sure she already has access to my computer. What am I worried about?
That's true.
These things happen.
Well, do you need to sit at the desktop, or can you do you prefer to do it mentally?
I will sit. That is just inherent talent of me actually learning. I need to sit.
Okay.
So are you gonna use your superpowers or just do this
No,
with
I
your old
think
noodle?
I would just hack it because my powers are for altering and changing things.
Yep.
And I'm
Okay.
just trying to find info.
So you've got hacking as a specialty, so you get an extra die. So you're rolling 8.
Hey.
The more successes, the more complete map you will get.
And I get 9 again, right?
Yep.
How do you do that? Do you say 9 again first or
9 again first.
Yep.
3 successes?
Okay.
All of them were 8. Kind of.
That's wild. That's actually very unlikely. So you get a pretty decent map. I mean, it's not of the whole city, but you get a very good map. It's shows a path, a winding path from the manhole cover outside the station, here and there, to the one outside the building that you're surveilling. There are a couple of spots where it's got things like, renovation and repair over it, because this is like a working map that you found from the Department of Transportation. But, and you're not sure if it's completely up to date, but you think it's enough to get you there if you want to crawl through the sewers.
Well, my question wasn't really about crawling through sewers as much as it was about could there possibly be other ways in and out of this building via unofficial means? What I'm saying is, can we be certain he's still in that building?
No. And the reason we can't be certain is that we're dealing with people with powers. And if the government has people with powers, then they could be teleporters or time travelers for all we know.
He literally is called Mole Man, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
Look, I'm not down to save this random guy that we don't know. But I would like to know what they're doing kidnapping people with abilities.
So
In
as far as
case that
we don't
happens to
know
come
what
up.
they're kidnapping people, they took possession of him pursuant to a federal warrant.
And then drove to a sketchy facility.
Yes, this is much, much sketchier than just the police having him in a prison cell.
Hey, this isn't Chicago.
Yes. All I'm saying is that one government group, another government group, somebody's in a cell. Probably a minority.
Do you? What type of government do y'all even have over there? Didn't we leave y'all?
Yes, and look how well it's going for you.
And yet here you are over here. Why aren't
I was
you
about to make
studying
a Brexit.
abilities
I was about to
there?
make a Brexit joke, and then I remembered when we were.
Was Brexit a thing in 2016?
Yes.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Or was it? It hadn't
That was-
started yet.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That was around the time of the vote.
Yep.
Because all that shit was happening at the same time as the election here.
Yep.
2016 was the summer when the Russians won World War III.
Exactly. That's correct. So what's the plan? What you gonna do?
Not a whole lot we can do right now, without breaking federal laws ourselves. Kind of reluctant to take that step. Are there any other reports of super crimes that we know of?
Not at the moment. No. Not currently.
All right. Here's a minute. Do I have a list of known supers in the city other than us and the fireman and the mole man?
You do. You do. And I will provide that list to you immediately after this game is over.
Okay, that's cool. Ballpark, how many of them are there known to be?
Aside from yourself, there are probably a dozen.
Okay.
Once again, it's not been that long since but some of them are supers in that, like, they can eat things like metal that no one else can digest with no problem.
The iron stomach.
Not all powers. How did you know? Not all powers are created equal.
Actually, just eat pure gluten and survive. It doesn't seem like a superpower, but I swear it is.
Hey, you mock, but Matter Eater Lad did save the universe that one time.
That is true. That is true.
That is how old and obscure I am. And Stick as well, since he got the joke.
That is true. Hey, hand me my cane.
All right. Hey, Finn, you're rich, right?
Relatively, yes.
What?
And you're kind of a socialite type person, aren't you?
I know a few circles.
Do you think you might be interested in hosting a little social gathering? Like maybe invite some people over for cocktails one night this week?
What?
If I were to
Cocktails and bench
provide you,
pressing cars.
I'm sorry, two people talked at once. Say what?
I was just going to suggest cocktails and bench pressing cars.
Well, maybe not that. But yeah, if I can get you a list of the dozen or so other super types in the city that I know of, and maybe they would be impressed with a chance to hobnob with a celebrity like yourself, and would come out and we could talk, and maybe we could give them a little presentation about the state of super law as it's developing in New York very quickly, it seems.
I guess I can try to get something together.
I think I have notes about this somewhere, but I can't find them right now. But I would assume that Stick, you confirmed that there are like active talks in Congress about dealing with this sort of thing, and they were like talking
Yes.
about the designation of terrorist.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Would there be any public political peoples that might be pro not doing that?
So Finley's mother, you're well aware of that fact.
hmm
Um,
Who was going to be the person that I was going to eventually call about setting up something to do another party?
I mean, it kind of strangely falls across bipartisan lines, the various attitudes. So you've got a subset of politicians that are very much like, this is on the more progressive side. They're like, this is the new iteration of humanity. We should embrace this. You've got those on the conservative side that are like, no, these are abominations before God. Also, you've got religious groups that are decrying you all as abominations before God. But then you've got, some conservatives who are like, hey, it's their right to keep the secret if they want to. These might be used. Maybe it's a DOD thing we should consider. And then you've got progressives that are like, hey, these people should reveal themselves because they have a responsibility to step up. So there's definitely kind of this weird back and forth. In the city itself, you've got some. Which side of the aisle are you looking for? Like, what are you looking for exactly?
Well, libertarianism crosses a totally different axis than the typical right and left stuff. I was just wondering if we might want to invite, maybe not to this particular grouping, but some of the publicly positive politicians to meet.
Okay.
Might be important to have like a media event.
Yeah. You can contact City Hall if you want to, and you can get a list of possible attendees.
Yeah, I think I'd like to gauge whether or not people might be interested at the more private gathering, and if they are, it might be important for a few people to sort of be a face.
Are you telling them that or me that?
Them and you.
Okay.
One consideration is I don't know all these people except by name. I'd kind of like to meet with all the supers first and figure out who's who and who is most likely to, I don't know, seriously embarrass us in front of the mayor or the chief of police or the editor of the New York Times, if you know what I mean.
Mr. Sweaty Hands through Superpower's Sweaty Hands. But you know,
That's
And I
funny.
guess I could host like some private superhero meet and greet. If we're not trying to be, over publicizing it or something like that, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. Just
So detective, you know who these people are, right? These people on your list.
I
Let's
have a list of people who are so far out and open about it.
well, let's just go take an invite to him personally. That way you get to meet him and decide, do I want this person around or do I not want to deal with this person at all?
That
Go
might be a
find him.
good idea. Sig, do I think that's a good idea in light of the fact that you don't have a list of people yet?
That's a good idea, considering I don't have a list of people yet. Yeah.
What I mean is, do you want to, on the fly, make up a bunch of people that we will split the party and go talk to and say hi to?
So
We don't actually have to split the party though.
I already have a list of since we've been discussing this because
Yeah, it's the NFL stick. You gotta be. It's big boy.
I know got to be on it. So I've got some people you could talk to, you could discuss issues with. I will put that and their powers in chat in just a minute.
some great super villain names and superhero names for these people. This is gonna be great.
No, these so not everybody wants to like volunteer. I'll write up full backgrounds on these people later, but these are people that have powers. They have not committed any crimes. That are just members of society.
Could you, at this juncture, give us a one-sentence blurb about each of them, personality-wise?
Sure.
like Haywood Hollins.
We'll get there.
I'm
We'll get
halfway
there.
hoping that the middle name also begins with an H, so secretly could be called Triple H.
Many years ago, when I ran a Supers game, it had kind of a premise like this, with people randomly getting powers around the world. And I just decided, statistically, someone famous must have gotten superpowers. And so basically on a whim, I picked, who was it?
Goldberg.
Yeah, Bill Goldberg became a superhero.
That's
I love
fantastic.
that. I'd like to, if I got to pitch a universe with superpowers where a celebrity got superpowers, it would be Ron Jeremy, but he only got the power to shrink.
Ugh.
Yes, I definitely do believe Jeff Bezos is just Lex Luthor.
It's just so obvious. It's right there.
Bald
Actually,
head.
my theory is that Jeff Bezos is just a pawn, and Amazon itself has become self-aware and is puppeting him.
Ooh, yes, I love it.
Chat GPT. I'm pretty sure Amazon's sent it.
Hex. That's the no wait. What was the Lexus? What was the Marvel boy? The Sentient Corporation was taking over the world. I can't think of it.
I don't recall. I can imagine. It actually seems very sophisticated for Marvel, unless it was a Grant Morrison thing.
It might have been. I don't remember.
Actually, it sounds like one of my Mage games. I think that was a plot point for me.
Yeah, I think it was Hexus or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are definitely some like athletes, or maybe like a professional wrestler on WWE who's suddenly very good.
It's a good point, Stick. Have there been any reports, like nationally or internationally, of famous people suddenly having powers?
Not yet.
Ah,
Luke, it was the Hexus Corporation, and it was
Yeah.
from the Marvel Boy series from 2000, which is why I have never heard of that.
Yeah, it was
And
pretty
it was
good.
Grant Morrison. That's totally a Grant Morrison thing.
Hmm. I didn't mean to put you on the spot, Stick. I'm sorry.
No. I got this. I think I have thoughts. Things go through my brain. All right, they're in podcast.
Hmm.
Now they're all canon. Now I have to make character sheets for all of them. Screw you guys. I'm going on.
Here's a secret trick. Just give them like 7 to 10 dice for everything, and then all you need is their powers.
I
So,
mean, you
is,
say that, but will that really satisfy my bizarre need to have complete character sheets for these people? No, it will not.
Does Kelsey Logan have a professor by the name of Ted Mosby?
He does not, because that's a terrible show.
I love the physicist or the scientist who married into a wealthy family and doesn't have to do shit.
Yeah. Nope. Hey.
The drink.
Random
the
is
goal.
random. Double
What are
major
we reading from here?
Podcast.
podcast. Yeah.
Podcast. Okay.
Hey, random is random.
Is it?
Gonna come to find out Alexa Bass is just poison ivy.
Yes,
Stab
two
the
kids and a
husband.
husband.
Scarecrow.
So all of these
You
people.
also know a lot of rich people, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Well, Stick, how well do I know these quote rich people? Or are they just like acquaintances because of my dad?
I mean, the Logans are not like your level of rich, right? They're not involved in state or city politics. But they own, like a lot of apartments. They're landlords. They've got a lot of investments. You've heard the Logan name. This is the first time that you realize Kelsey has powers. You've probably met her at some point, or not Kelsey, but Alexis. You probably met her at some point. So it's the Bass family. You probably met her at some point throughout the like socializing. With your folks. You could probably vaguely remember her. Average height, brown hair, blue eyes. And you're just now finding out that apparently she has superpowers.
The reason I ask is I'm wondering about the feasibility of persuading some rich people to maybe set up a charitable foundation to pay some of these poor people to use their powers responsibly.
My mother actually might be interested in that, honestly. And I will give him the name of my mother.
Mom.
This is fascinating.
We give her a name? I assumed we did.
We did. Hold on, let me find it real quick.
Esther.
Lucille Bluth.
It is not Lucille Bluth.
I'm trying to decide which of these guys have powers that would actually, how they would be most beneficially used to make us seem like good guys. Like, depending on how good Bass is with plant control, if I don't know, solve world hunger. Kelsey Logan and Tobias Maxwell, we could probably get on the same team we're trying to put together. Temperature control is vague. Also, he's a day trader, so he might be evil.
I saw that and I was just like, we could convince this guy to save the planet from evil. No, he's a day trader.
Your mother's name is Marjorie. Maiden name Benson. Everyone calls her Maggie.
Does she like it?
I mean, she's fine with it.
The density control guy is interesting because he might be someone who wants a steady paycheck.
Ah, yes, the tech
Mirages,
girl.
mirages and holograms would be very useful if used properly.
And by properly, you mean improperly.
Benny would mean that. Me, I'm a good, honest Christian guy.
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face.
All right. So y'all, it's been several hours. Y'all started this. Y'all went for lunch. You came back. They showed up. Or they showed up, then you came back. So people have been filing out. It's starting to get not in the wee hours, but it's getting later.
What day of the week is this?
I believe it was a Tuesday.
Okay.
Nothing ever happens on a Tuesday.
Well, Finn, if you want to write up some invitations, we could maybe go out and meet some of these people tomorrow, and maybe set it for Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. How does everyone else feel about it?
Hearing no objections, the motion passes.
Is this gonna be like a fancy kind of thing? Because I'm gonna need a suit. I'm gonna have to go back to that laundry.
Um,
I thought you got enough suits last time.
Well, yeah, but I gave those to to an associate of mine.
Yes.
let's just keep it casual.
I got a suit, but I'm planning to be buried in it, so I don't want to get it wrinkled or nothing.
So, while the group is huddled around Alan's desk discussing the party, there is a banging
There's
on
an
your
explosion.
door.
Ooh.
It's a banging
There's
on your
a-
office door.
Come in.
Banging or knocking?
I
A
close
banging.
out of the sewer plans on the
Oh.
computer.
The door flings open, and it is one of the dispatch guys. And he looks around the room, and it's like, what? And
Club.
Can we help
Oh,
you?
fuck.
There's been an incident. We got a call. It sounds like your department. Let me. And he pats around his clothes, looking for the. He pulls out a piece of paper. It's he reads off the address. Roll awareness checks, everyone.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is it just flat awareness or is it perception plus
Awareness plus perception. Always awareness plus perception. You will need at least 2 successes.
1 success.
Sorry, lost connection. Is it perception plus awareness or just awareness?
Perception plus
Perception.
awareness.
Which count are we rolling in?
Again, right?
Campaign.
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 So
Okay, there we go. And we're rolling out again for everything.
Yep, not again for everything. Do any of you have mega perception?
No.
Wow. 6 successes and none
Oh,
again. Oh wait,
I thought I had botched, but I got 2 successes. We're good.
All right,
Okay.
y'all aren't gonna
Here.
believe this, but I did not get any successes on that.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. All right, so who got successes? Who got successes? Who got 2 or more?
I got 2.
Okay. All right. So they're reading the address. Check your DMs.
Oh, it's just me who passed. Okay.
One of
Chris, why did you only roll 1 die?
I was rolling my 9 again. I didn't realize there was a special way to do it.
Ah. Interesting, Stick.
I didn't
Do with
realize
that
there was a
information
fancy way.
what you will.
That honestly would make sense that I would hear that. What's the incident? Did something happen?
They've got some kind of violent incident broke out. They've got EMTs and fire support on the way, but they don't want to enter the premises without group of people like you, boss.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm just gonna like push him and just close the door in his face, and just be like, "Hey guys, that's where old Mole Man is. In case you were wondering,
Wait,
we
that's
should
the
probably-
secret base?
That's the place. The address he said. That's where we just tracked where they just took Mole Man.
Don't sound like
Maybe
it's
we
too
should have gone
secret.
there.
Seems like this is the consequences of our actions.
Well, the consequences of our inactions.
Yeah.
But hey, if the secret government conspiracy isn't up to holding the Mole Man, they deserve what they get. All right, I will head there. The rest of you follow.
Don't
as
you
fast
work
as
for the
you're-
secret government?
No, we work for the public government conspiracy.
No.
But I got a car.
Not one
Uh,
that'll
Just
fit
watch
everyone
Brad
in this
just like
group.
zoom
The
off.
limo went home.
They're calling Uber.
I mean, so this is official business. Sage is official. Even though she's
Oh, I
contract, she's an
am.
employee.
I am. God, I was.
So you can request
Oh, hell yeah.
transportation.
Can I drive a police cruiser? Let's give Sage that authority.
Also, Benny is official part of this task force now. So Benny and Sage can both request official transportation.
Did they
On
ever
my
give me
way
a
out, I
badge?
will. On my way out, I will tell the dispatcher to immediately send 2 squad cars to transport the rest of them as
All right.
fast as possible,
Okay.
and then I will zoom out.
Okay. Well, he zooms out. A couple minutes later, like they come and get you, and they've got 2 squad cars. They ask if you need drivers or is somebody going to drive.
I can drive.
Actually, no. They'll take that back. They're going to give you drivers. That's a terrible idea. Cops aren't that dumb.
What? You
Yeah,
mean
they are.
giving Sage a police cruiser would be a bad idea? What could go wrong?
Yeah, that's a terrible idea. Okay, so they hurry you on your way. Alan, you are there very quickly. You run up to the building. It's many blocks away, but how fast do you move again?
If I just move from one place to another, 500 miles an hour.
Oh my
Right.
god.
God. Okay, so
That's with one dot of hypermovement.
do you stop for red lights?
I will dodge the cars in my way.
Okay, all right. Roll me a How fast are you going? Are you on your max speed, or are you slowing it down? Give me a percentage.
I will go slowly enough to where I do not cause any vehicular accidents.
Okay, all right. So
Didn't say anything about pedestrians.
It won't be like the boys.
It's gonna be the boys.
Don't
Hey,
give away my
train.
secrets. Okay, all right. So you arrive there in about 5 or 10 minutes. Actually, like 5 or 7 minutes. There's a PD out front. And there are the building itself looks fairly untouched. There is glass on the ground. There is on the ground outside where it's been blown out. There's no necessarily fire or anything like that. No smoke. No flammable stuff. But you do see seeping from the window, one of the windows, blood, like on the outside, like a smear of blood down the side of the building.
Oh.
The hell? I'll find the nearest cop and show my badge and say, what's going on? What do we know?
We got a call from the office below, and there was some kind of altercation. The building shook, and they heard screaming, so they evacuated, and we showed up. We went and looked in the front door and decided that
fuck that.
we were not qualified to deal with this.
Right. All right. The blood that's coming down. So was the window smashed?
Yeah, it smashed outward, and there was like blood like smeared down, like
Okay,
dripping down the side of the building.
Okay, because I thought I had this vision for a second of someone trying to enter and they bounced off their impenetrable force field. All
No,
right.
it's like a body was drug down the side of the building.
Are there any bodies around that it could have belonged to?
Roll me an awareness check. Awareness perception. You're smart. You're investigating. Investigate. Use that investigation.
Okay.
This is a crime scene, man. This is a crime scene.
2 successes that time.
So you
Forgot how you did.
you look and you kind of estimate, and you go over, and like a lot of buildings in urban areas, like it's got like the basement, and it's got little like, you know, I'm talking about, Alan, little like walk down. And you look over in the walk down, and what you believe is a body is down there. There are gouge marks in the flesh, and it's thoroughly pulped.
Definitely dead.
This half, yes.
Oh,
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
oh. That's
Okay.
not ominous at all.
I will tell the cop, okay, dead body down there. While I go and distract whatever did it, you can try and retrieve that. Hopefully, I have a team on the way. But since I'm an idiot, I'm going on in.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so you're going to run up to the top
He was
floor.
never heard from again.
Again. You're going to run up to the top floor, I assume.
I guess. I was going to go more cautiously than I normally do, and you
Okay.
do some stealth procedures.
All right, I'm not going to judge. Hold on. You stealthily roll your sneak. Roll your stealth, man. Give me your dex, mega dex, and stealth. Well, your mega dex is automatic success. So you got 1 success.
That's going to be 1 success, and then add 1 for dex, mega dex. So that's 2.
All right. Okay. You are being stealthy and sneaking. You creep up on the door. The front door is open. It is ajar.
Okay.
Close the door.
You what? It's not. It's just. You're deduct a beat.
I'd like to point out that I didn't do it.
Yeah. Okay. So the door's ajar. The door's ajar. Shit. Still on drugs. Still on meds. And as you approach, you see in the space between the door and the door jamb, because it opens inward. You see a bloody hand laying there. Like, it's attached to an arm, but it's like going back into the building.
Okay, I will, with my body out of the way, I will push the door open with my hand.
You push, it thumps. It hits something.
I thought you were going to say the hand thumps off.
No, it does move, though.
Can I push it open enough to get inside?
Yes. And as you step over the hand and the arm it's attached to, you see a body that is slumped forward. One hand in between the door jamb and the door, the other hand on the knob, wearing the remains of a very nice black suit.
Please tell me it's that asshole Smith.
It is not Smith yet.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't recognize this gentleman. From his waist down, it's like he has been picked apart by the closest thing you can think of is like a pool of piranhas. Just you see, just like his clothes is in tatters, like his flesh is in tatters. His legs are gone. You don't see where they are.
Okay. Looking around the room, do I see anything else? Or anyone else?
So this is a little foyer. It's got like a little seating area. There's another door. That door is obviously open. You don't see anyone else. There's another person here. It's been a few minutes. The police cars carrying the rest of the group start to pull up. And jump out. The cop at the site looks at you all like, what? He recognizes Benny. Hey, you're that guy. I saw you on TV.
I will call Sage by cell phone.
Okay, because you hear the police sirens roll up. They're obviously quite loud. Sage, your phone goes off.
Yeah. Obviously, with see Brad's number. Hey, we're here. Where are you?
I'm on the top floor. It looks basically like a slaughterhouse up here.
Okay, you went in. Cool.
And I would put my radio earpiece in. And do you have a radio?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a radio for sure. I'll just like a police radio. I'll just steal one off the cop next to me.
Yeah,
Oh,
commandeer some radio earpieces from everybody else so we can stay in contact. We really need to get better organized about this.
And we'll sync a bunch of earphones and shit together.
The Legion of Doom will kick our ass at this rate. But yeah, there's something up here that, rips people to shreds, which doesn't look like Mole Man's MO. So I think they had more than him here.
You see any cameras in there? Could maybe try and backtrack some footage while you look around. See what could have done
Do
it.
I see any cameras?
So there's you see the one in the foyer.
Is there blood in the foyer?
Oh, there's tons of blood.
Blood in the Foyer by Agatha Christie. I'm going to go ahead and activate my investigative genius.
Okay.
And I always travel with my laptop, so can I try and hack back into the cameras to see if I can see the footage of what happened?
Yes, you can.
Absolutely.
Alan, are you wearing a body cam?
I don't know because I was plainclothes today, so I don't know if that's standard. If it's feasible for me to have picked one up, I would have.
I will give me high or low.
High. And I got a total of 2 successes, so I get 2 auto successes on all investigation related rolls.
Handy skill.
I really wanted you to get that. We'll say you're all wearing body cam because that'll make this a lot more entertaining. What? So all right. So you got 2. How many successes?
2 on that roll, so I get 2 auto successes on all investigation rolls or crime scene rolls.
Fantastic. All right. So yeah, he's wearing a body cam. NYPD body cams are like have a wireless, can upload their data to a database real time. So in theory, you might could get into it.
I was trying to look at the old foyer footage to see what happened there, but I can also do that.
No, roll the foyer footage too. This is gonna be great.
Okay. Okay. What do I need to do? Because I guess I would just be hacking back into it, right? Yeah. 'Cause I'm not trying to change.
Yes, you're not trying to change anything. So you can try the other modes, by the way. You just have to spend a quantum to try them.
Yeah. But that would add all of my cyberkinesis, like 3 dots, plus hacking plus intelligence.
Yep.
How do we get quantum back?
Resting.
Rest,
You rest,
mainly.
I think.
1 hour
okay.
from resting, yeah.
Rest, or you
Oh,
become a quantum
okay.
vampire. You can do
Oh
that.
yeah, I'll use it then. I didn't know
You
that.
can become a
No.
quantum vampire. That's true.
Okay, so let me see. I'll add my cyberkinesis then. 1, 2, 3, because I want to know what happened. 3
Mhm.
plus 8, 11.
You might not want to.
I mean, you're trying to control the device to get it to do what you want to scroll back.
Oh, what the fuck?
And a botch.
4 ones.
Wow.
What?
So gain a
What?
point of temporary taint.
God damn it, that's my second one.
And you destroy the internet in New York City.
How?
It is a cesspool.
And I don't even have a mega intelligence. That is my next thing I'm purchasing, so I can never have this happen again with my powers.
So you
Oh
see,
my
you do get it to roll back, but it's very distorted and like shaky cam, very choppy. You see door. All of a sudden, the inner door slams open. The screen like goes fuzzy for a second. You see a guy that like in that stutter step, kind of like lag effect when playing a game, like step through. And there's a second, and then he turns. And there's a second, and then he's shooting, and there's a second, and then he's back toward the door, and then it cuts, and he is laying on the ground with most of his lower body like ripped away, and the gun is cast aside, and you can't hear anything through audio, but he looks up at the camera, and you can see him screaming.
Oh, some mental psychic damage from that. Ow. All right, that wasn't. Okay. Cool.
Does
I
she
guess
need to
I
roll
will.
anything for seeing something so horrible?
Roll willpower.
God, I don't have much willpower. Do I get
Oh,
90?
yeah, this is that game where we all have shit willpower because it's not a derived stat.
Correct.
Oh my fucking god!
Rook
What the
turns her
fuck?
head and
Nice.
proceeds
What the fuck?
and proceeds to like
I'm
start
going to
throwing
bed.
up.
Pea soup.
She's just
Oh
there.
my
She has
God.
lost her lunch. You like. We'll come back to how this will affect you in the future.
And do I hear her throwing up over my earpiece?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I'm like, God damn it! And I will.
So is Brooke? Are you there? Is Sage there?
Yeah.
What?
Okay, there we go. You were muted. I was trying
Yeah.
to figure out if you were AFK or not.
No, I was watching
I know
the
it's
video real
weird
quick.
to her not be talking and everything because she's such a loudmouth, and
It's true. I am.
I really wonder how you're still alive sometimes. I'm just gonna let you know, Anthony. I just there are days where I'm like, why has she not stabbed him in the neck?
we were just talking about that the other day, actually.
Getting
Stabbing
so
you in the
close.
neck? I would
We
like
were.
to
Yes.
be I would like to be added to that list, please. I think it'd be fun times. It's very much yeah, you might find it's very much like the Christopher Lee interaction with the director,
Exactly.
where yeah.
Oh God.
So they don't go ah, they go.
You go,
Anyway, so when left,
Depends on what part of the neck.
When left, we last.
sometimes we just gurgle, but